kinds of foods. I've actually been, I started a new food plan. I got this book called From Belly Fat to Belly Flat, not because I wanted to lose a bunch of weight, but because I was not feeling so great health-wise. And I had these insatiable cravings for sugar. And this book that I found has been great because it's actually afforded me the opportunity to cook a lot more. So like today, I had a turkey burger that I made.
You made it?
I made it with flaxseed, turkey, ground turkey, onions.
That's why you asked me about the flaxseed yesterday.
Yes, and I had it on just a little piece of like green leaf lettuce with a tomato and sausage.
As opposed to like what kind of lettuce?
Well, I mean, you could do like red cabbage, you could do kale. I'm on the spot now. Joy, you go.
Yeah, I cook sometimes. That sounds really good, though.
It was really good.
Did you put any? You know what I love to do is I like to put curry in hamburger meat. That's really good. And you put like onions and carrots and chop up a whole bunch of veggies and stuff and make your hamburger patty, and then put a little curry in the mix. That's pretty delicious too.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
You have to share that with me.
Okay.
Okay, one of the followers on the site wants to know if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I would all like you to know that my husband just went, yes!
You know Michael wants to jump in.
He does. I know. I think you should come over here and tell them.
No.
You don't want to?
I'll take the show.
Okay. I don't know. I have to think.
Okay, I came up with one.
You did not.
I did, but this was like a long time ago because, you know, your husband and his brothers love to talk about this.
Obsessed with superheroes.
Yeah.
Galeotti.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So I came up with ghostly apparitions, which would include to be invisible and to walk through walls.
Okay. I can dig it.
And to fly.
Okay, that's kind of like the 3 wishes saying, I wish for an affinity morph.
It's true.
Yeah, but I mean, I would think, because I think it would be so cool to be invisible, it would be so cool to fly, and it would be so cool to be able to walk through things. So why not just combine them?
That would be a sweet superhero.
Alright, I got mine.
Okay.
Size control. I think that's the ultimate because you can get anywhere you want to go. You know, you get free flights. I mean, just shrink yourself down, hop in somebody's pocket. You can fly for
I
free.
never thought of that. That would be really
You
cool.
can get on a bird's back and fly that way for free.
Except that you're in more danger of being eaten by a cat.
No, because then
You
if
can
the cat was
become
coming at me,
huge.
then I go whoop, and I become huge. Yeah, I think size control is the way to go. I mean, you could like beat people up if you get really huge, like the Hulk, or you could like slip underneath doors if you need to be really small. It's kind of like the all-encompassing superpower.
Would you get massive headaches from your size changes?
No, absolutely not. No, that does not belong to territory.
Okay, what is your writing process like? Chris Holt wants to know.
It's actually really interesting because it's never the same. Each song is so different that, like we've had songs that we've been writing for a while, the last couple months, and sometimes we'll sit in a room and we'll just create something there, you know, both music and lyrics together. And other times Joy will have something and she'll come to me and say, hey, I wrote part of this song, what do you think about this?
Or you do the same thing.
Or I'll do the same thing, and we collaborate that way. So it's a really unique process. It's kind of song by song.
Yeah, it is. I think we talk a lot about themes. There are things that we have in our heart, things that we're processing. You know, we get inspired a lot by just our daily life and the relationships that we have and what our friends are going through, what we're going through with our friends, what we're going through in our marriages, what we're going through with our family. You know, there's so many different things that inspire us. And so I think we talk a lot about themes and how to incorporate a theme that we feel is important, or that we have something to say about, or that we even just have questions about. You know, I think a lot of times it's nice just to ask a question and not have to always answer it. I know those are the kinds of films and stories and songs that I really like to hear, you know, or to watch or whatever. Yeah.
That's our writing process.
All right. Chantel wants to know, what is the significance of your tattoos? As in, are they a form of expression of your own identity, or do they have a deeper spiritual significance for you?
Amber has more tattoos than I do.
I do. You'll never know where they are. Well, for me, they've always had some sort of significance. I think I heard, well, you hear all kinds of people talk about like milestones and getting tattoos for different reasons. I have one on my wrist, I have one on my ankle, and I have one on my shoulder blade, and maybe more in the future.
And your biggest pet peeve is when random people walk up to you and go, "What does that say?"
Yeah. Okay, so I had this happen many times, working in retail in particular, prior to Everly. And
She worked at Sears. How long did you work there?
I worked for Sears for 5 years.
And then you worked for
And then I worked for Smart Wireless, and I sold AT&T phones. So I will tell you, buy Kenmore products and buy AT&T. And if they don't give us some kind of sponsorship, I will slap them. So yeah, I mean, it is kind of disruptive to have somebody walk up and be like, "What does this say? What does that mean? Are you crazy?" "No, I'm not." Wow, awkward. That's how I feel, exactly that. A whole scene was how I feel when somebody grabs my wrist and says, "What is this?" But yeah, they're all significant, I think. The one on my wrist says, "He loves me," in case you're all wondering. And it's just a simple reminder to me that God loves me. And it's in a place for me to see, not for anybody else to see. I mean, everybody else can, but it's
turned inward.
Yeah. So, when there are days when you forget that, and it's nice to have a reminder in front of me that it's permanent.
Yeah, that's kind of what mine is too. I have a beloved on my foot, right there, and it's with a hummingbird, which in some ancient Indian cultures, I guess, is like a symbol for joy. It's kind of cool. And beloved comes from Song of Solomon, when God talks about, the reference to me, the symbolism is God and the people that He loves, us, our humanity. So now all spoken sometimes. Anyway, it's just about that. It's just a reminder to me that I am the beloved of God, as are all of we. All of us.
All of we.
God,
See,
am I blushing? I just am nervous.
I gave you my life. You know, you have those days when you just can't communicate very well, and I've had that day, so I've passed it on to you.
All right, Stephanie wants to know which one of you is the 30 Rock fan. She saw the tweet.
Dude, both of us. Yes.
Werewolf mitzvah, spooky, scary.
Yeah. Next week I'll be orbiting the Earth in my coffin rocket. No. Oh, sorry, Buzz. I just walked in. I didn't see any door.
I don't believe in barriers because I always break them. Okay, but what we have to talk about is that we ran into one of the guys from 30 Rock in New York. The two of us.
Okay, we were at the upfronts and we ran into Scott Abbott. Is his name? I can't remember the name of his character on 30 Rock, but just silly because I watch the show every week. But anyway, he was so gracious, and I walked up to him at the elevators, and we were at the upfronts, and I said, "Hi, I'm just, my name's Joy. I work on One Tree Hill, and I'm just a huge fan of your show. You guys rock." And then he just kind of shook my hand. He was like, and I'm like, "Oh, just, pardon the pun. Sorry, that was really cheesy." And I'm just standing there like a doofus.
He said nothing.
He was really gracious. He didn't say anything.
He just smiled. He was like,
oh. He was like, "Get me away from this crazy lady." That's what he was like. He was really sweet. It was very gracious.
Very generous. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. I don't get like starstruck very often. I get starstruck by the oddest people. Like I was kind of starstruck with him because I love that show so much. And I got starstruck with Rebecca Luker, who none of you probably know. She's an amazing Broadway actress, theater actress, and she was getting off the subway in New York, and I was walking with a friend of mine, and we were just minding our business, walking, and she's getting off at Times Square because she was in Mary Poppins at the time, and I've been following her since I was 12 years old, listening to all of her CDs and all the shows that she was in and everything, and I remember taking a song of hers to my voice teacher when I was 13 and saying, "If I can sing like her, please, like teach me how to sing like her." So anyway, she gets off the subway and she's just walking past me, and I'm like, she's